having us all here tonight. That's great. How's everybody doing tonight? Good?
Yeah.
Basketballers? High school, right?
College.
College. Okay. God, such big. As the older I get, the younger they look, apparently. So, I thought it was high school. That's why I couldn't swear. There's just a no swearing word. So, my act's gonna be quick if I cut out all the swear words. But here we are anyway. There's a lot of stuff. I got some young people in the front, and it looks like a lot of old people over in this area. What happened? Was Matlock a rerun tonight? Murder, She Wrote, nothing good on TV, 200 stations, couldn't find it. We got Halloween coming up. Halloween's very, are you guys still going trick-or-treating? Are you still gonna do it? You are? What are you gonna be?
For me?
Yes.
Like where I'm going?
No, what are you gonna be? Are you gonna get dressed up?
I'm gonna be a donut.
A donut? How do you do that? Is that you just, oh, you blow up. So what about the middle? Do you have to walk around like this the whole evening? How about the rest of you? Is anybody going with her? No? You're on it. A couple things bother me. You know, when you get to be this age, it's a weird age when you're an adult and Halloween is coming up. My suggestion is just to work somewhere in the middle. Because you don't want to be the guy that just shows up wearing his regular clothes saying, "This is my costume." That's very old. They've been saying it since I was your age. So you don't want to be that guy. But you also don't want to be that, like, perky girl at the office who's been working on her costume since, like, August, you know, and she's all excited. She thinks she's got this brilliant idea. She's going to be, like, gum on the bottom of the shoe. She's going to wear pink, and she's going to put a shoe in her head. It's going to be great. You don't want to be that either. So it's a fine line when you walk, when you're an adult and Halloween comes by. But when you're a kid, thinking back, Halloween's a weird day, isn't it? It's a weird day. It's that one day a year that you're allowed to talk to strangers. I mean, any other day, if someone looked at you funny when you were riding around in your mother's shopping cart, she sort of blocked you from the guy. Like, hello, sweetheart, get away from my kid, stop, away from my baby. But that one night a year, she sends you right up to that guy's house in a Batman costume. You'll be fine. Go ahead, Timmy. Ring the bell. Go ahead. Go right up there. Very weird. Same guy. No, you'll be fine. We paid $7.99 for that Batman mask. You'll be fine. It'll protect you. Go. Up you go. The other thing that bothers me about Halloween, those little itty-bitty candy bars. Right? Am I right, ladies? Dukes, you can't feel yourself on a Butterfinger that's like as big as your thumbnail, right? Dukes, is that short for something? Or is it just the Dukes?
Yep.
The Dukes, like put up your Dukes, or, oh nice, okay. That's intimidating, isn't it? That's good. So these little tiny candy bars, little tiny Baby Ruths, little tiny Butterfingers, little tiny Hershey's, and I'd be okay with that, because you know we all can't afford to be the cool house on the block that gives away the full-size candy bars. I understand that. What I don't like is, why does the manufacturer put fun size on that candy bar? That is not a fun size candy bar to me. A fun size candy bar would be like the size of a Buick. That's a fun size to me. I always thought about that when I was trick-or-treating with my friends. It's a weird relationship you have when you're a little kid. You're all dressed up in nylon and mask and kind of pseudo-robbing the neighborhood when you're 6. It's a weird time. Things don't get any easier. Friendships are very odd. Now we have Facebook. Or you guys are on Facebook. You're not on Facebook?
No, I am.
Okay. Just you. Just the donut. Just only the donut is on Facebook. That's it. And how we do it, Matlock people. Do you know what Facebook is? It's a computer way people talk to each other. Okay. So Facebook, what drives me crazy is, just on my Facebook today, you seem like you're a Facebooker. You're smiling. Facebooker? Facebooker? Who's Facebook? There it is, the thumbs up, thank you! Lady in red, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So it's going through I'm going through my little news feed on Facebook, and it's where my friends tell me what's going on. And when you tell me something like I just got engaged, I can click on a tab that says that I like it, and I can like it. But what's weird is my friend today just put on that she has the flu, and 12 people like that. And it's true, and I'm not even making this up. And last week, my friend from high school put this big, beautiful paragraph about his grandfather that died. So my grandfather passed away, lost his battle with cancer, and 53 people liked that. And I was thinking, what if you did that in real life? Like, hey Bob, I haven't seen you in a while, how are you? Well, you know, my grandfather died, lost his battle with cancer. And you just went, it doesn't make any sense. These cyber relationships are very, very odd. Very, very odd. Other things we do to friends, And I don't know if you guys have experienced this yet or not. Donut, you might be a little young, I'm not sure. But your best friends, you ask them to be in your wedding party. Has anyone out here been in a wedding party? You, sir, you were in a wedding party?
Oh,
best
yeah.
man?
Groom.
Best man? You were just a groom.
3 times.
Ladies, have any of you been in bridal parties? Do they have weddings in Vineland? Does anyone know what I'm...
Weddings in Vineland.
Okay, you've already been in a wedding?
That was good.
Are 2 already? Oh, wow. Okay, so what I don't understand about this is for the fellas, you know, you get all your guy friends together and you say, hey, I want to show you like that. I really want to prove to you that you're special to me on one of the most special days of my life. And I want everyone to know that you're one of my best friends. This is what I want you to do. I want you to spend $1,000, take me out drinking and get me strippers the night before, and then get into a tuxedo with rented shoes. Rented shoes. And I almost think that the guys get off easier because they get to take their clothes back. However, ladies, as we know, the back of our closet stores yards and yards and yards. You still have your 2, right? What colors were they?
Blue and like coral.
Coral.
Yeah.
No gloves or anything.
Oh no.
See, you missed out on the gloves and hats in the 80s. You missed out on the 80s. You had gloves and hats back there. So half the closet's just full of yards and yards and yards of that tool. So I was actually in my brother's wedding, and that was the worst wedding that I was in. Because some brides, Duke, chime in on this, some brides discreetly pick their bridesmaids so that they look pretty and thin. However, my brother's soon-to-be wife, Margie, which, does anybody know anybody named Margie that pronounces the hard G like that? That's weird, right? It obviously is maybe like a nickname she picked up in gym class. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe they called her that in gym. I'm not sure. Dukes, I'm not, you can chime in. I'm not sure. So Margie takes us, and I'm meeting for the first time all of her best friends, right? And I arrive at the fitting, and I am the thinnest person in the bridal party. Which is not the joke yet, people. I don't know if that was nice of you to do. And you're getting applause from the table behind you. So, tough room in Vineland, wow. So I am the smallest person in the wedding party, and the dresses are as wide as, the skirt is as wide as one of these tables, all that white tulle. And then the top, of course, is a nice black velvet with big poofy princess sleeves. So we don't look quite huge enough for Margie at this point, where she then announces that we'll be wearing white tights and black patent leather shoes with our white, yeah. Duke, thank you. If you could have seen Duke's face, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. So here we are. It's time to walk down the aisle, and we sort of look like a pod of orcas. Just sort of. Here we go. We're going up. Of course, everyone's telling us, you're so And I start to believe that I'm like, okay, you know, maybe I don't look so bad, maybe I don't look so bad. And then as soon as I got up to the minister, he actually pulled a couple of fish out of a pail and just sort of tossed them at us one at a time as we got there. It's a terrible experience, terrible experience. Anybody else in weddings? Have we never had a wedding? Never, ever? No friends? Lucky you. You know how much money you save not being popular? Good for you. That's fantastic. You've already been in 2. You must be very popular, Duke.
That was my mom and my sister.
Oh, your mom got remarried, and then you and your sisters. Oh, they had to put you in. Oh, you're not. This is you in 60 years. This lady right here. That is. I'm serious. It's going to be you. So do you guys come here often? Is this like a monthly thing? I saw a lot of people here early. Was there some sort of early bird special here? Because I thought I was arriving early. I thought I was going to be the only one, and people were already here eating and whatnot at 6:30. Is this the hangout in Vineland? Is this the place to be? Look at the Dukes like, no, they made me be here, but they're paying for our shirts, so I have to sit in the front row and laugh at the mediocre comedians. Oh my goodness. I would have stayed home. It was kind of like a nice night to curl up and just stay home and watch some TV. I would have watched some TV. My new favorite station right now, well, first of all, I'm really into Housewives. We have Housewife fans. Does anybody watch Housewives? Should Duke and I go to the other room? She seems to be the only one that knows what I'm talking about. Occasionally the donut knows what I'm saying. Well, so these, and one waitress, or the bartender, thank you, 3 people. DJ, do you know what I'm talking about at all? Any idea? Have you been listening at all? Are you just waiting for the signal to cut my mic? Is that, you're just waiting for it? Okay. Right, so these Real Housewives on Bravo, we have the Real Housewives of Miami, the Real Housewives of Orange County, the Real Housewives of New Jersey, New York, and just keep them coming. And the best part about these housewife shows, the shows are called the Real Housewives. And all of them are divorced and all of them work. And it's very confusing to me, and I don't understand it. But I somehow just keep watching it like a car accident. I just can't look away. And I just wanted to make more of them. And I wanted to go to more interesting places. I want to see like the Real Housewives of Jakarta, or the Real Housewives of Tikrit, or something like that. I think would be great. So when those are in reruns, I now discovered another station which I love, which is called Discovery Fit and Healthy. Does anybody know that station? Discovery Fit and Healthy. So I thought, I'm going to watch this show, and since it's a Discovery show, there's going to be programs that are going to make me fit and healthy. They're not. They're not. What the shows are, it's the shows I'm pregnant and didn't know it, obsessive compulsive disorder, hoarders. It's all these shows, Discovery Fit and Healthy, and I'm watching this one show, and this guy is like a newspaper hoarder, and he has to crawl through a hole that he's carved out of the newspapers that are blocking his front door. He has to crawl through a hole to get there. And I thought, well, is this how this works? Is this how I feel fit and healthy? Because my door isn't blocked and I don't eat bleach? That makes me feel better about myself? I don't get it. And then there's this other show with these obsessive compulsive disorders. And they showed this poor guy's name was Chase. No. His car's name was Chase. And the show was that he was in love with his car. And he went on long drives with his car, and his car had a special song, and he, made out with the car when it was in the garage, and he's madly in love with his car that he named Chase. And what's weird is if you watch too much of these shows, your rational brain goes out the window, and you're not thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to change the channel. They're talking about a guy who's in love with his car. You're not thinking that, because you get sucked into the story. You're thinking, all right, I get that he's in love with a car, but why is he in love with a Chevy Impala? I mean, seriously, if you're kind of not good with the ladies, I think you maybe know what I'm talking about, right? All right, so maybe you're not good with the ladies, you kind of got to go with, whatever Duke's going to give you the time of day, right, son? You know what I'm saying? Right? But if you're going to be in love with a car, buy a Porsche, damn it! I mean, come on! Get something good for yourself. I don't understand what's going on. She's upset for you. Did I hurt her feelings? Is this your fella, sweetie? Duke? Yes. Are you the Duchess to his Duke? Is that what's happening right now? Can that be? Wow, what's your name, honey? Okay. You're Sweetie, he's Honey. Sweetie, what's your name? Debbie, what's your name? Chris? And Donut, are you going to be in the wedding party maybe? Because I have some dresses that you can borrow. All right, well, everyone, I appreciate you listening. That's been my time. I'm Michelle Tomko. Thanks very much.